Namaste everybody. In the sixth part of the Mahābhārata series, I am going to show you that moon data is not reliable in astronomy simulators. Already I have shown you how the moon data is different. It just is not in sync with the astronomy simulators. I proved through the means of epigraphy. And here I'll give you some more evidence. First evidence I'm showing here is a research article by Mr. Mayank Vahia, a very well-known researcher, along with others. He has researched because he has seen the NASA data on eclipses not in sync with the epigraphic details. In my case, what I did was for every 100 years, I randomly chose one inscription having all the calendar details. But what he did was every eclipse that he chose the same eclipse from different locations. It must have been viewed from different locations to make 100% sure that that eclipse did happen, was seen by people. So he selected the eclipses like that, and then he checked from AD 400 to 10,800 AD. Such a long period, So he has checked, and then he has found out 9 periods of anomalous eclipses consisting of 17 eclipses where the NASA calculations suggest they should not have been seen in India. But in reality, inscriptions show that they were seen in India. The same thing I showed with Kottayam and Gadag inscriptions. Several inscriptions in the 1,000 years. Then imagine in 5,000 years how they would have deviated. See, they follow something called Soros cycle of 18 years. They say they keeps adding. The problem is the exact position of the Earth. The Earth is moving not in an exact path. It may be deviating up and down. Similarly, the moon also may be deviating up and down. They may cross, but they have to cross exactly for an eclipse to happen along with the sun. But that doesn't happen. NASA data is not able to produce that. Astronomy simulators are not able to produce that. Please note that deviation for every eclipse, likely for every eclipse starting from 200 years ago. And this is Carina software, which produces Voyager, which one of the Mahābhārata researchers are using. It clearly says there is an unknown variable in the rotation of the Earth. We are not able to find out. So there is a deviation by 2 days, and then beyond 500 BC, the deviation and the error margin is 10%. But still people are using. See, they are business people. They create and then give you for selling. Why do you believe it? Why do you use it for a sensitive research like a Mahābhārata and Ramayana? And then another one, I am showing from the NASA database itself, NASA site itself. It says estimating the standard error in delta T prior to 1600 CE is a difficult problem. I guarantee this because one of my close relatives is a PhD in astrodynamics from Purdue University and is working on satellite control systems. He says that they get the data from JPL, which starts from 1600 CE to 2050. Up to 2050, they extrapolate. So only for this period only, the data is somewhat with less margin of error, somewhat acceptable for any calculation for their satellites or putting the satellites or setting some satellites. All these are only reliable up to 1600 CE. Beyond that, they won't touch it at all. For engineering or mathematical calculations, they are not true. But what do our researchers do? Using these redundant astronomy simulators, which are meant for playing, for just to have time pass, hobby, whereas they are using it seriously for your Mahābhārata dating. Please understand the problem in that. And so, continuous precision is a concept used in Western astronomy simulator. This was just was developed just 200 years only, only 200 years ago by the West. Our Vedics never used it. Vyasa never used it. If there is a continuous precision, why detect Ayanamsha? There is a continuous means let us keep following it. The reason that we use Ayanamsha shows there was no continuous precision. But all the Western astronomy simulators are dependent on continuous precision, which is totally irrelevant, which will not give you the exact moon data in particular. So with this, I'm coming to the end of the sixth part. And in the seventh part, we will see more about this. And thank you very much. But I request you all to share this widely with your friends to inform the people the problems with the researchers of who use astronomy simulators.